What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Sunday evening's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. Today we're going to be talking about Mohamed Salah, Joe Gomez. We're going to be asking who are Liverpool going to sign, if anyone, in the remaining 12 days. Yes, just 12 days left in this summer's transfer window. Lots more to get through over the course of the next 8 to 10 minutes. But as always, my friends, we'd love to know your thoughts once you've watched the video. Do let us know in the comment section. Drop a like and please do remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. And also check out the Anfield Agenda Clips channel. Right, so Liverpool unlikely to sign Yohan Bakayoko, according to Football Insider, who were talking about Liverpool having an interest in the £35 million rated forward. But it looks like nothing is happening on that front, so we can move on from that one rather quickly. Next up, though, is something that has been spoken about by Paul Joyce, who said, I think that Liverpool have taken their eye off the ball with regard to the Trent Alexander-Arnold contract situation. Now, no more specifics other than that. I hope that their eyes are firmly back on Trent and that contract extension, because Liverpool really do need to get moving on that before Real Madrid smell some blood in the water. So how worried are you right now with the situation with Trent? Obviously, we've seen him yesterday put in a good shift. Great ball down the right side for Mohamed Salah, who laid it across to Diogo Jota for the opening goal. And that, my friends, is the impact Trent can have. So get cracking, please, boys. Get that contract extension sorted. Next up is another Liverpool youngster who apparently Liverpool are now open, to leaving the club. Coincidence that he also was one of the young players who posted that black and white image of himself? I am, of course, speaking about Harvey Blair. And David Lynch has said Liverpool are open to allowing academy prospect Harvey Blair to leave the club on a permanent transfer this summer. It does make you pose the question of, are we actually going to bring through young players, or why are we if we're building it up to sell them on and make some money? That's a way of generating cash. I get it. But, we've always been told that the manager is there to coach through some of these players as well. We've seen Bobby Clark go. We've seen this young man look like he's about to head out the door. Fabio Carvalho's headed out the door already. So let me know your thoughts on that. Now, to some potential incoming. So Georgi Mamardashvili. Graham Bailey has said that Liverpool have agreed a deal in principle with the agent of the player. So whether that means Liverpool and Valencia get a deal sorted out, that remains to be seen. He did, of course, play last night against Barcelona, and I do think we may see this one happen for obvious reasons. Future-proofing against Alisson Becker's potential departure from the club. But it still doesn't really give us anything to get excited about in this summer's transfer window, does it? Until right now. Now, this is just the bookies odds on something. And as always, I tell you, the bookies odds don't really mean anything. But this piece here said that Liverpool are favourites to sign Jared Branthwaite. I kid you not. And I would take him tomorrow in a heartbeat. I've said it all the time. Never spoken about him really because we didn't think he was possible. But whenever his name's brought up in conversation, I've always said would have him at Liverpool in a heartbeat. Liverpool right now 2-1 favourites to sign him. Manchester United second, Manchester City third, Real Madrid fourth. But that means nothing unless somebody knows something we don't know and have started putting money on it. So dream for a minute, I'll wait. It looks good, doesn't it? Hopefully it happens, but I wouldn't be hanging my hat on it. So I've talked a lot about what isn't going to happen in this window, but what may happen. Well, according to David Orstein, Liverpool are only going to sign players they're absolutely convinced by, and they aren't going to be persuaded by external pressure. Now, what does that mean? External pressure by what? Everybody in the fan base saying we need to reinforce? External pressure from what? The media laughing at us over in Spain? I don't know what they mean by external pressures, but you're brought in to do a job. Recruit, strengthen the team. So, get it? You're removing emotion from the transfers and all that, but do the job, or else we're not going to have a very productive season. We don't want to be finishing 5th, 4th, 3rd. We want to be challenging for the league title. And we did get a great start this weekend, going over, of course, winning the opening game against newly promoted Ipswich. So he said, we've got to watch them in the last couple of weeks of this window, but the same rules will apply with the transfer approach. So here's my problem. If we take what David Ornstein said there, and of course David's very sensible in what he's saying, but we've had so long that what are we waiting for? Whomever these targets might be that Liverpool are looking to be active in the window, why have we left it this long? Like, okay, the Zubamendi stuff, we know. Figured out no number 2 option. Not good enough, but still, at least we know. For the rest of these positions, what exactly are we waiting for? We need to get cracking. The window's closing. 12 days, and we've got lots and lots to do. I'm really disappointed, to say the least. Obviously, we've got all the goodwill of yesterday, and it bask in that, because a win is a win is a win. Any weekend, that's what you want. You want your team to win on the pitch. But, as we know, it has been a very frustrating summer on the transfer front, and we still haven't got any resolutions there. Now, to show you the knock-on effect of some of this stuff, with Liverpool being mocked in the media and other few bits and pieces. By the way, if you don't know what I mean by mocked in the media, over in Spain, they were laughing at us in the media over the whole Zubamendi deal and another player rejecting the opportunity to come to Liverpool. So, take that as you will. But it adds to other stuff. So, there's a post gone around saying that Nunes is liking posts against Arne Slot on Instagram, and it's really looking bad. And you can see how this can fester and grow and spread quickly. Well, thankfully, our friends at Anything Liverpool have looked into it and said this is not true. But of course, that's modern media, isn't it? You say something, whether it's true or not, and if it confirms somebody's bias, then it gets spread like wildfire. And that is a symptom of the rest of the stuff going on at Liverpool Football Club. Positive vibes, winning, very hard to pull that down. But when the cracks start to show, when the stick and plasters are falling off, that's when everybody piles in. You've seen it in your... Let's take an example. Whomever you like on social media, have you seen a situation where one person goes in on them and then an avalanche afterwards? Now multiply that many times over with a football club. That's the situation we're currently in with our owners and the lack of business in this summer's transfer window. So they can talk about external noise all they want, but internally they're not doing their jobs. Next up, Bobby Clark has agreed personal terms with Salzburg and is set to go over and sign a 5-year deal worth €11.65 million to obviously the club that we've seen Pep Linders go across to Red Bull Salzburg. So he's going to travel over on Tuesday to complete his move, go through the formalities of medical and all that, and then he will become a Salzburg player. And it's another one out the door for Liverpool without any incoming. So 27.5 million minus the 7 million for Carvalho, that's about 20 million quid. The 8 million from the Solanke sale, 28 million. And then all of this, most of this profit from the Bobby Clark, because of course we did pay a fee to Newcastle. And that's before we talk about the wages that have been saved. So please get going. Please give us that bit of goodwill to go into the season and believe. And I will go through this in far more detail as always tonight. See you guys at 8:45 for the late night agenda. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. I'm still buzzing after yesterday's opening day win. So let's get into it later on. Until then, have yourselves a nice evening and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.